Good evening, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Blue Olive's Corner and our very first podcast. We have an amazing guest, by the way. Her name is Helena, and we're going to get to know Helena tonight. So, here is what I'm going to do. If you are catching this broadcast replay, I suppose it's a replay since it's not live. Just hashtag replay, ask your questions. Engage with our guest. If it's not a problem, she don't mind answering them for you. I will give you a heads up. She is awesome. So you might want to have, I don't know, a notepad and a pen or your dictator thingamabobby to take notes because she's going to drop nuggets. And then by the time you realize it's a nugget, she's going to drop two more. So I'm just saying, you might want to go ahead and grab that while I'm bantering a little. But I'm just going to give you a little background about myself, and then we're going to get into the podcast. My name is Janisha. I am a singer, author, speaker, and coach, and a mom, and an auntie slash mom. I do a lot. I do a lot. We'll be here for a long time if I went through all of that. But my goal is to help abused and battered women overcome their trauma and move forward and tell their stories. Also, I love helping kids. They're my favorite people in the whole wide world, and I want them to grow up with a better story. And we want them to tell their story their way and not be ashamed or afraid of any backlash or anything like that. So I have big dreams about that. But that is enough about me. I started this podcast to start the whole tradition of allowing people to tell their story. So, my first guest is here to do just that. She is going to tell you her story. And I'm excited because she's amazing. So, Helena, how are you?
Hello, everyone.
Cool. So,
I
we,
am Helena Rucks.
okay. So, we would like for you to start by telling us who you are, like, all that good stuff.
My name is Helena Rucks. I started this journey, I want to say maybe a couple months ago, trying to heal myself in a healthier way. Because I lost my fiance and daughter's father when she was 3 months old. So I'm on my journey with healing myself, getting myself better, and trying to help other people who have been through something just as tragic and have toddlers that they still have to deal with, still have to keep going every day, and do it with a smile on their face. Do it and still genuinely be happy. Still genuinely want to get up and do it every day.
All right, that is awesome. Um, so tell us just a little bit more about what you do. Um, for example, I'm an author, so I write books. I'm a singer, so I sing and write songs. So, what is it exactly do you do?
I just recently wrote a children's book, um, and it's about my daughter's father. Living with the English because she's 3 and she asked, where's that when he has no mom. I also have a clothing line that I it's in honor of my daughter because I want her to have a good life, a fulfilled life. I want her to be able to do all the things that she wants to do, whether it's school or dance class, just whatever it is in life. I don't want it to be limited because she only has one parent still around. I want her to still be able to reach all the goals she would want to reach if her dad was still here. So I also have a clothing line. I also do meet and greets for little boss toddlers, other entrepreneurs, other kid entrepreneurs, so kidpreneurs. Um, I'm just in the business of reaching. I have a nonprofit organization that I help with community outreach. I'm trying to get a warming center started where offer shelter to young adults that are, going through it and just need a little bit of help right after, when they get to that age, 18, and, it's time for you to move out of your parents' house and you have to transition into adulthood. So I got my hands in a couple little things, just trying to make it better for me, my husband, my daughter, and everyone.
That is awesome. It's amazing. I was I think I saw one of the posts you did with your clothing line, and I was like, I have no little girls. I had all boys, but it looks good. I'm excited.
Thank
So,
you.
I suppose you shared a bit about your why when you talked about your what. And I think it's amazing that you are wanting to reach out and help other people heal. Um, that is awesome. I find that that also helps you heal too, because for me, it takes the focus off of my pain and
Definitely.
it removes it,
Definitely.
because now I'm trying to find a way to make it better for someone else. And then when I
Definitely.
realize it's not that bad for them, I can apply it to me too.
Hmm.
So helping others is awesome.
I
So,
remember always saying, like, well, in the beginning when it first happened, because I'm 3 years in right now. November just made 3 years for me with his passing. But I remember, like, the first year, I remember feeling alone, and I would be in a house full of people, house full of my family, and I would still feel very alone because I didn't feel like anyone understood what I was going through. And sometimes to know that you can get out there and be involved with a group of people and it not necessarily be the same thing, but just that everyone's going through something, it helps to be able to balance all of that out.
right,
So help,
that
like,
is true.
yeah, being able to help people is really one of my biggest things because I know that there was a time for me when I like, what am I gonna do? And now I know that there is tools to help and to help get you to help get you where you need to be.
Yeah. I do understand. Like I didn't have a fiance, but I had a best friend since high school, and I wasn't the most popular kid. I was bullied every day, all day, and she extended her friendship to me, and I thought she was gonna make fun of me. I really didn't know what they were talking about. I daydreamed so hard I didn't even realize that they were in front of me. And we had gotten to know each other to where I could call her and not make sense at all, and she knew exactly what I was saying. I could just talk off the wall, and she'd be like, "Okay, you're spiraling," and I was like, "I know." And she would bring me in, and she was my therapist our whole lives. And when she passed, it was like, what do I do?
Right.
This big empty space, this big empty hole that helped me stand up, that helped me to move, was gone. And I felt like someone took the batteries out, and I didn't know how to get powered up again. So I do understand what it's like when you lose that piece of you, especially when you're planning on spending forever.
Right.
And that forever doesn't happen. So I appreciate your journey. She even shared a few things with me, because my best friend wasn't the only one. It just seems like people were dying a lot around me.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
it hit me hard recently. And Helena was a big help. So, you guys, if you are struggling with grief, or if you have a kidpreneur that you want your kids' ideas out there, my twins were the smartest people I ever met. Like when they were 7 and 8, they would sell their toys that they weren't playing with anymore
Right.
and made money so they could go to the concession stand when we were at a football game, or they could buy the things they wanted. And if I
That's where our
knew better, I would
generational
have
wealth is going to come from.
yeah, if I had known better then, I would have, helped them out a lot more where that
Mhm.
could still probably be their business.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they are still successful. So we're learning now, and they're adults now, and they're doing really well. So, but if you're a kidpreneur, this is what I wish I had when my kids were young. I wish I had a Helena to tell me how to help them become the kidpreneurs that they are. Get in touch with her, follow her, and we're going to ask you how you can How can we follow you? How can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Helena Rucks. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as Helena Rucks. But definitely on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook. DM me, hit me up. I'm like I said again. I'm all about kidpreneurs helping us shine. My daughter, of course, will do it. We like to do collabs. I'm all for us always.
Okay. So I just have one more question, and that is, how much does it mean to you to be successful in what you're doing?
It means everything to me because it's my daughter's future. It's my son's future. It's my nephews and nieces' future. It's our generational wealth. It's what our family is going to be. And I realize that, sometimes it doesn't start with the generation before us. We have to start where our generational wealth lies. We have to start somewhere. And I realized that maybe it is with my generation. And that's why it's important to me because I can't lose. I can't lose because I don't want the generation after me to lose. I want them to only be better than what we were. So it means the
Right.
world to me. It means everything to me.
That is awesome. Well, do you have any questions for me? Do you have anything you would like to share that we haven't talked about or touched?
I just would like to say thank you so much for inviting me and letting me come on your platform to speak. Um, I'm honored. You're an awesome woman. I love the. She's actually my AP, guys, and when I'm having my days,
Yeah.
she's there to pick me up. She looks out for me. She's an honest woman, and I can't wait to see what that voice is about. So, yeah, I thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. I actually am supposed to be singing on my live, so I'm gonna do my best to do that. It'll probably be around Thursday though, when I can have like no TV in the background and
Mhm, mhm.
no kids in the background and all that stuff. But if not, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get back into the habit of singing outside of church. And, there are other places. But it was a pleasure meeting you, getting to know more about you and what you do. I believe it's amazing, you guys. I'm telling you, you've been praying for God to send somebody like Helena your way. Here she is. You're welcome, says God. So follow her, DM her, get connected because when I tell you, it is not a loss. It is the best investment you'll ever make, or at least one of them. You will not regret it. So you guys have what I would like to call an awesome tageous Monday. That is a Monday so awesome. It is totally contagious. Yeah, I make up words. It's what I do. And have a great rest of the evening. And this is the end of the first podcast. Good night, guys.
Good night.